Why does it always go down on me? Yeah, sun. I need the sun for my lighting, but this is so crap I can't see.
Fingers down my spine, girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers down my spine, girl, you look mighty fine.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today, for Acting Sundays, I'm going to talk about crazy things actors do. Yes, because they do a lot of hella crazy things. So, and one of the it's all crazy actors. What am I talking about? One of the things actors do, which are crazy, there we go, Sonny, there we go, is warm up. So, well, the warm up aspect isn't actually crazy, but it's what the warm ups consist of that is a bit crazy. The movements, the actions, the whole element of it. Like, sing, or like, or just she's blah blah, doing tongue twisters, whatever you can name it, like, or moving about, like doing all these different things with her body, like swinging her arm and then letting the ball go, and all these different things. It's just crazy. I don't find it crazy, and obviously actors don't find it crazy, but if you're a non-actor and you walk into a room of someone going you'll think they're cray-cray. Because I think I'm cray-cray when I'm doing it, but whatever makes the art come out of me better, I have to do. That was just bullcrap. I don't know what I was saying there. Anywho. Another thing that actors do which are a bit crazy is performing a one-person show. And what I mean by this is when you finally got your lines down, but you have no one to practice with, you have to practice with yourself. So I record all the other people, like the lines of the other people on my phone, and then memorize my lines, obviously. And that way, I don't have to be like this. Wherefore art thou, Romeo? It's in the east and then there's the west. Like, I don't have to do that. But what I mean by performing a one-person show, I was here, I lived, I learned. That I wanted was all that I thought I could see. I was here. And see, no. So yeah, doing that in your room and being full out with no one else being there and giving all the emotion and no one else to actually take it in apart from your phone and yourself. A one-person show. Boom. Another thing actors do which is a bit cray-cray is like practicing to cry or laugh. I remember I don't really do that as much anymore because I haven't really needed to, and I don't think it's really necessary. But when I was younger, like not even that young, I mean like high school era, like A-levels, I used to try and pretend to cry. I used to just sit there like on my bed and just be like this for ages. Like trying to force out the tears basically. And then for the laughing part, my mum used to always think I was, my mum still thinks I'm crazy, what am I talking about? But yeah, to like laugh, I used to be like no, Sommy, it doesn't work like that, okay? Another thing actors do which is cray-cray is people watch. We people watch. If you go to lessons or whatnot, or if you read a book, it tells you to people watch. And people watching is scary, especially in this now when people are always on high alert. Because I hate when people stare at me, but like I'm really bad at it on the tube. I actually look at everyone and try and see like just what they're about and how they act and their mannerisms a bit and things like that. But it's creepy, and as soon as that person on the other side of the tube locks eyes with me, I'm embarrassed and I just turn my head because it's creepy. And I feel like we just do it when it's not in a public place. Well, not in a public, like when it's not so obvious. The tubes, it's obvious. But if you go to a park maybe and sit down and what, actually that sounds creepy. Forget that story. Let's move on. Another thing that actors do, which is crazy, it sort of links to the one-woman show. One-woman show? The one-person show, but it's talking to yourself. So this is basically before you've actually got the lines down, where you're trying to like get those lines and embed it in your mind, and you have to rehearse by yourself, and you're like whispering to yourself like, oh, the cat doesn't fall far from the tree. The cat doesn't fall far from the tree. Oh, the cat doesn't fall far from the tree, does it? Like doing all those lines and trying to just like get it into your head, and long-term, short-term memory into the long-term memory. And it's crazy when if you think about it. If you're walking down the street and you're trying to remember those lines, you look crazy. And I've done it a couple of times, and people just look at me like, what is wrong with her? She needs to be sanctioned, probably. And oh, it also bugs me when people disturb you, because they think like, if I'm in a room with my boyfriend, but I'm just trying to learn my lines, so therefore speaking to myself, then he's like, oh, what are you saying? I'm like, I'm not talking to you, I'm trying to learn my lines. And then I get angry because he's disturbed the process. It's just a crazy cycle, basically. Crazy. Thank you for watching my video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Oh, why am I clapping? Like, subscribe, and I'll catch you later on my next one. Bye bye. Peace.